It's going to stun some of you. But everybody doesn't love me. And everybody doesn't love Buck either.
Uh-oh.
Even in this listening audience. I
Wow.
know. I know. I just got this email. I'm going to read it from Dan, listener Dan. Dan says, this is 100%. I just got this. I can't believe you think Nikki Haley should be more gracious. Trump calls her names and degrades her, anyone near against him. He is a turbo narcissist, has zero emotional intelligence. He has alienated every military leader that reported to him. He tried to get his loyal VP killed while he was trying to overthrow the government. And he's a sore loser when he loses. On top of all this, he appears to have the lowest intelligence of any sitting president. I know you have nowhere to go because he has formed a cult group of followers, and that's your base. I don't know how you can sleep at night, propping up such a morally flawed individual. First, Rush Limbaugh put him on the map, and now you guys are holding him up. Very sad this POS is what we're stuck with. Dan. So Dan is fired up at you and me and everybody out there who supports Donald Trump, and still fired up at Rush Limbaugh for supporting Donald Trump. What I would say in general is when you get your ass kicked, you walk across the field and you shake the hand of the person who kicked your ass in every sport, in every competition. And you, if you're in politics and you're running for a nomination, you endorse the person who kicked your ass and you work as hard as you can to help him kick the ass of the other side. That's how the game is played. Nikki Haley knows that. She knows that when she entered the race, Buck, she had a very low percentage chance of actually being the nominee. And so the fact that she will not endorse Donald Trump, to me, is not about Trump at all. It's about her. She lost. She actually got smoked beyond belief. I think she listened to really dumb advisors, frankly, and stayed in the race far longer than she should have. And now she's going to say, well, I'm dropping out, but I'm not going to endorse. I think she is playing things really poorly. I tweeted Buck
I know, but
that
do you
I feel
care
like she's taking
anymore?
time out.
Can't we just move past Nikki Haley? You know what I mean? It's over. It's done. She
I
did her thing. I feel like, let's rear
I
view
do,
mirror
but
it.
I do care that she's not endorsing him. I mean, Chris Christie didn't endorse Trump. We know Chris Christie thinks that Trump is the worst presidential candidate. He's not going to endorse him.
Can I offer that it might actually, in some ways, be helpful to Trump that she's not endorsing him, given who's been voting for her and who's been funding her campaign up to this point. So I'm not even sure it's a loss
I
for
don't know
Trump.
that it matters. I'm fired up about this because I do think the way you exit it tells us something about you. And I think Ron DeSantis, he listened to his advisors. He came to the conclusion that
He
he
took
wasn't
his
going to
lumps
win.
like a champ. He did.
Sometimes you get your ass kicked. And I think anybody who's played sports knows that, right? It sucks. I know. I hate coaching now and losing. But you man up and you go shake the hand of the person who kicked your ass after the event, after the sporting event, and you work hard, try to get better. Nikki Haley seems to me like the sore loser who walks off the court instead of acknowledging that she lost and actually endorsing her opponent. And again, I respect on some level, whether you agree or disagree with him, Chris Christie, because Chris Christie made his decision. I'm running against Trump. I think Trump sucks. I'm not going to endorse him. I was like, okay, he owned and stuck to his guns. Nikki Haley served in the Trump administration. She has praised Trump publicly for years. And then she ran against him and she got her ass kicked and now she won't endorse him. And then there's people like, our buddy Dan out there listening who are going to say, oh, you're being too hard on Nikki Haley.
I hate to bring it up, but Ted Cruz refused to endorse Trump at the RNC convention, remember? And
to be fair, then Ted Cruz had when Trump won, I give credit to Cruz. He worked as hard as anybody in the Senate to advocate for Trump. So if Nikki Haley ends up, as a stalwart defender of the Trump administration, I will come back and I'll say she ended up in the right place. But to be fair, there's a big difference between Trump 2016, when I think you could legitimately question what in the world does he actually believe, and Trump 24, where I think it's pretty clear what he stands up for.
I
Even
feel
Mitch
like
McConnell endorsed him.
Yeah,
Even
you
Mitch
are
McConnell endorsed him today.
You are more upset about this than I think a lot of other folks because Nikki Haley's actions on this, I should say, because you really did believe, and we took a lot of heat for it. And I got the emails. I love the I'm
Yeah.
Clay's keeper emails. They're like, Buck,
Yeah.
you need to tell Clay. I'm like, what?
Yes.
What do you think? I'm gonna be able to wrangle this guy in? Clay's a loose cannon. But I remember when you were talking about Nikki as VP, and
I think she could have been VP if she had played this better.
and now she has gone off of the possible VP path into taking the car off a cliff. I mean, there's no way that's happening.
She's gone into Liz Cheney territory. And I think everybody who advised her and allowed this to become possible should have to resign their positions and refund every dollar that she paid them.
800-282-2882. You know, if you are like me, you've got very nice gun collection. I've got some very nice stuff here. Clay, have you seen? I think I showed you. You've seen some of the firearms here. We're taking Clay shooting.
You got a great safe.
Thank you. Yes, the next time you're in South Florida, Clay is going to come shooting with me. But I keep my stuff safe in my Liberty safe because, one, it's just an issue of safety, right? You want to keep your firearms locked up and safe. Also, you don't want anyone to steal them. And there's other stuff I keep in there as well. Precious metals, very important documents, deeds, things like that. You need to have a safe in your home. You just do. And more than 2 million Americans have chosen a Liberty safe to protect their valuables from crime and fire. Right now, you can win a top-of-the-line Liberty safe. They're giving away a presidential 50 model worth almost $10,000. Enter today at libertysafe.com radio. That's right. They're giving away a safe that's worth almost 10 grand. libertysafe.com/radio is the site you go to. American-made Liberty safes come in all price ranges, fit anywhere, with thousands of custom options to help create the safe of your dreams. Liberty safes are guaranteed for life, and if yours is ever damaged in an attempted break-in or a fire, your Liberty safe will be replaced free. Privacy is built into every Liberty safe with industry-leading privacy protections. Shop at libertysafe.com/radio. Look, I've got one at home here. It's amazing. You need to get one. libertysafe.com/radio. Use coupon code radio. Get a 10% discount. libertysafe.com/radio. Code radio.